Welcome Kweller Report's readers after 6 months without any update on our website. This is a great occasion to renew our vows to you and to come with a new report. You know, the Kweller Report is dealing all the time with the Israeli political scene, but today this is a great celebration all around the world, of course, the royal wedding. And we are here at the royal wedding, not in London, not at the Westminster Abbey, but of course here in Tel Aviv, and this amazing event that the British Embassy and the British Ambassador Matthew Gould in Tel Aviv are holding in the Yitzhak Rabin Center. All the time, the Yitzhak Rabin Center is a place for, telling Rabin's story, the late Israeli Prime Minister. But today, this place tells only one story. This is, of course, the royal newlywed couple, William and Ms. Milton, if we must say. But now, all this event is being actually contain of lots of things, like great food, great music by the Magical Mystery Tours. This is a Beatles cover band and gigantic screens that, of course, show the wedding all the time. Now, with me, there's, of course, a great guest, a great friend of the Kweller Report. This is Jonathan Cummings of BICOM, which is the British-Israeli Communication and Research Center. Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on the Kweller Report.
Yeah, so, we are so excited in Israel, but you are partly British, partly Israeli, mostly Israeli. What do you think about everything that goes on right now?
Well, I have to tell you, I'm really surprised. I didn't expect Israelis to be so interested, so focused on the wedding. There are so many other things going on here.
Well, Israelis have lots of problems all the time. Don't you think that this is only reasonable that they will, get some kind of wedding drunks? They want to feel how is it to be in this amazing illusion of the royalty?
Maybe it's a kind of escapism, a kind of a fairy tale, the prince who meets the girl at university and marries her. Maybe people here are looking for a diversion from whatever's going on day to day.
And guys, also that one of the most important stories in Israel is that MK Michael Ben-Ari from the National Union Party wanted Israeli TV channels to ban the wedding, not to broadcast, because our 3 major TV channels are carrying this whole shenanigans, this whole great event, of course, live. What do you think about that? There are people in Israel who wanted to prevent the broadcast because they say that the British mandate never went away.
Well, I think this is a good example of how wrong that thinking is. I think there's a huge amount of affection and warmth about Britain here in Israel. Israelis remember very, very well what happened 60 years ago, and I think the ties between the two countries are pretty warm, even after 60 years.
Okay, now after all this wedding will end, we'll have to go back to politics. So I have to ask you, what will happen in September? Does the British royalty, the British Prime Minister, the British administration will support the Palestinian state? What do you think about that as a commentator, as a person who works in that area?
Look, I don't think that the British government believes that there's any alternative to a negotiated 2-state settlement for the Israeli-Palestinian crisis. And so what happens at the General Assembly in September may be exciting, it may be full of noise, but it isn't really the answer. So my guess, if you're asking me now, is that the British government will not vote in favour of a Palestinian declaration of independence. Okay,
we'll keep track with that one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our report from the royal wedding here in Tel Aviv, the royal party that we're having in Tel Aviv. But we promise to get back to you as soon as the Knesset sessions will resume itself after the Independence Day of Israel. Keep track with the Kweller Report. This is Idan Kweller reporting from Tel Aviv. Okay.